Welcome. This presentation will go over what to expect for the Alamo Regional Science and Engineering Fair. So the fair is coming up, and I know that all of y'all are excited about it, and I want to go through some details that you'll need to know to make sure that you're ready for this year's virtual fair. So first of all, we need to get our files submitted. Now what we've done is I've went ahead and we've pushed the date for file of when these file uploads are supposed to be. That file upload will be a little bit later, and we'll go over those dates in a few minutes. But first, let's talk about what you need or what is required. What is required? In Scienteer, you need to upload your board. Your board and the project side of that board is found on our website, and I will show you in a few seconds of where you can find that. You will also need to submit a headshot, and then you'll have these Google forms that all in a Google form that are optional, but you probably should think about really hard about actually submitting these things. The optional submissions, which are the same things that you would normally have at the site of your presentation, would be your research paper, your research notebook, and a 2-minute video kind of explaining your project. None of these, the research paper, the research notebook, or the 2-minute video, is required, but it is helpful. And I will tell you why. We have a lot of judges that are called special award judges. The special award judges aren't going to be in the room when you give your presentation. So they're going to be judging your board or judging your project based on the board that you submit, your research paper, your research notebook, and any video information that you want to share with them. So it's best to go ahead and have all those submitted. So where would you submit this information? If you go to the website, aras.org, and under the home page, you go to Programs, and then under Programs, you go to the Fair, and when you click on the Fair, it'll open up this page here. So the Science and Engineering Fair. As you scroll down, it'll say Project Submission. Click on Project Submission, and that's where you'll find the Google form that will give you what you need to submit. Things that are going to be required. You're going to need an email. Make sure it's a valid email that is an email that we can reach you, not sometimes school email addresses block outside emails. Please, if you have a personal email, put that in. First name, your last name, your school name, your phone number. This is very, very, very important. If for some reason we or your judges or your can't reach you the day of judging, this is where they're going to get your number, and this is how they're going to get in contact with you. It's become very important that you have a good working number for this spot. So it has to be something where we can reach you the day of judging. Now, some cases, if there's an error in you being able to present or error in you being able to connect with the audio, judges are able to reach out via phone, and then you're still able to present and still have that day or that presentation with the judge. Put in your division, your category, make sure that you've included your Scienteer project ID number. It has to be the project ID number, not your registration ID number. Project ID number. Make sure that you copy the title that is in Scienteer so that they match. Your headshot should be the front-facing headshot, see your face. Again, optional, your research paper, optional, your video, your research book, and optional, a 2-minute video. And we'll talk about this 2-minute video now. Because again, a lot of our special award judges will not be there. So this is going to be your 2-minute pitch, getting it concise and direct to the point about what your project is about. And you go in there, you say, my name is, I'm looking at, how, why. Knowing more about this helps the solution for you kind of give that idea about what your project is about. It's your commercial of your project. Tips to look at: why did you do the research? How did you do it? Your summary of your results. How does it relate to real world? How could the findings be used by others? So these are kind of things that you should think about and answer in your short video. Now, it is not required, but again, a lot of our special award judges aren't going to be there whenever you are presenting. And this gives you a way to give your ideas or share your ideas and how you did your work for your project. So the schedule of events, okay? So a couple of things that I want to highlight right now is that first, we're going to have all the file submission for the Google Forms, your headshot, all those things, and uploaded into Scienteer. Everything done needs to be completed. Everything needs to be completed by February 13th. Uploaded and completed by February 13th. So we're giving you the weekend, a little bit of extra time, because I know that we've kind of run late on getting these set up and put together for you all. DNS will take place, which is called display and safety, and that's just when we're going to go look at your project boards and make sure that they're there, that there's nothing that shouldn't be on your board, and that it's okay for judging. So that will be happening on the 13th and 14th. You will get a notification that your board is presentable, it's able to be judged, and your notification of interview time on February 15th. Suspect that it'll probably come out late in the evening, so please don't worry if it doesn't come out. You'll get it February 15th. We will be opening up all of the work and handing it over to the judges on February 17th, so that judges will have a chance to look at your work before the 18th for the interviews. Interviews will start at 8 a.m. on February 18th. That's when the first round of judging will take place. This is where this will be your first round of all judging on February 18th. And then on February 18th at 11 p.m., blue ribbon judging notification will be sent out via email to students and teachers. This is why it's very important for the second round of judging. If you proceed to go to the second round of judging, we need to make sure that we have a good, valid email address for you, because all of it will be sent out through the system, and you'll get an email and you'll get another notification of an interview time for the blue ribbon judging. Blue ribbon judging will take place on February 19th, starting at 1 p.m. And 1 p.m. we'll be starting those interviews, and they'll be done, and but only if you are advancing to blue ribbon will you get an interview for the 19th. Okay, the system that we'll be using is Rocket Judge. That's how we'll be using for our for judging, and this will be how you will have your interview and interaction. Judging will take place with Rocket Judge. Judging the Rocket Judge system uses a system called Chime. You will need to make sure that your system and your network will allow for the Amazon Chime to work. We'll send out a test link for everybody, so you'll have that test link and be able to check your system and your network to make sure that everything is ready to go for you with Rocket Judge. The video experience students will need to be logged in 15 minutes before your assignment. That means that if your assignment is at 8:30, then that means we need you in your room waiting at 8:15. We need you to be there 15 minutes before your time. Because what we're going to do is we're going to be looking around and seeing which students are not sitting there waiting in the room, and then we're going to start calling those students that are not in place. And this is another reason why we need to make sure that you have a good working number, because we'll call you to make sure that you're ready, and then those that are ready, then we're able to go. Now you'll be getting an email from us, and that email from us will have a unique um, link, and it will say present, and then you'll enter in through there. Everybody, even your teammates, y'all will get the same. Y'all will get a link, and y'all will all be able to enter in and be in the same room. Okay, what you need, what you need for day of judging or for Rocket Judge. You need a device that will connect to the internet. You need a working webcam, working mic, your presentation, your judge link. Idea, you need to keep your background noise to the minimum. Position your camera correctly. Make sure you got good lighting. Limit distractions. Make sure you have all your materials ready in advance before the meeting begins. So Rocket Judge, this is what it looks like. So when you get your link, you click on it, you'll go to it, and this will pop up. You'll go through, you'll say, okay, I agree, I'm ready. Give this little picture. This is kind of what it looks like. This will be your video camera, and it'll be you. And then underneath it, you'll have some little buttons. You make sure you click agree. You'll put in your name, and then next thing that you need to do is to make sure you click on this Rocket Judge works best in Chrome. I suggest using Chrome. Go up here, click on the little lock button, make sure that your camera and your microscope or your microphone is allowed. Once you do that, you're going to click join. Once you join, you're going to sit there and you're going to be waiting. It's going to say waiting for other judges to join. You will sit there and it'll scroll and go round and round and round, and it will not start or open up until judges enter your room. What I need you to do is at this point you need to sit and be patient. Be patient. Okay? Judges will be giving every interviewee the chance to present their work and their project in a lot of time. Interview rooms may be running behind, depending on judging and check-in and all that. Just be patient. We will get to you. It'll sit there, it'll be running. If you look over here, you may get a little note here that says judges are running late. That right there is a place for the judges to communicate with you as you're waiting. Let's point out down here, you're going to have some little green buttons. The one with the microphone is to mute on and off your microphone. The other one is to mute your camera. The other one is to mute your sound. This is your settings. And this one with the arrow is to share your screen. So once your judges enter, they'll enter in, they'll get ready, they'll give you time, they'll say you'll have how many minutes you'll have. You have about 12 to 15 minutes to present your work and to answer questions. What you're going to do is you're going to click this little button here that's going to share your screen. It's going to give you the option to be able to share your entire screen, a window application, or a Chrome tab. Click whichever you need, share your presentation, and present your work. When you're presenting your presentation, you can either do one of two things. You can pull up your entire board and scroll through it to be able to present from that, or you can make a special PowerPoint or Google slide document to go through your board one slide at a time. It is totally up to you which way you would like to proceed with that. Okay? If you have any questions, please reach out to myself, Lane Smiley, Oroz Perez. Here's my email address and my phone number.